What is prime factorization? Prime factorization is to write a natural number greater than 1 as the product of prime numbers. To write a natural number greater than 1 as the product of prime numbers is the same as to factor a natural number greater than 1 into prime factors. But how do we do that? Let's say we have the number 6. To find the prime factors of 6, we can ask the question, which numbers multiply to 6? These numbers are 2 and 3. Because 2 times 3 is 6, right? Or we can ask the question, which numbers divide 6? These numbers are also the numbers 2 and 3. So multiply 2 and divide into, or the factors of, are the same thing here. So the prime factorization of 6 is 2 times 3. When multiplying to 6 or dividing into 6, always make sure that you don't use decimals. The factors are always prime numbers. We say the prime factorization of 6 is 2 times 3, but we also call the process to get to the 2 times 3 prime factorization. In other words, we use the prime factorization to get the prime factorization of a number. So don't get confused by that. Let's look at the number 18. The factors of 18 are 3 and 6. And the 6 is 2 times 3. So we get 2 times 3 times 3. But which one of these products is the prime factorization of 18? Prime factorization means that the factors have to be prime numbers. So 3 times 6 is not the prime factorization of 18. Because 6 is not a prime number. In other words, just try to break down the numbers as much as you can. So when you see a 6, break it down further to 2 times 3. What about 75? We can factor the 75 into 3 times 25. Now, can we break down the 3 any further? Unfortunately, no. But we can break down the 25 into 5 times 5. Five is prime, so it can't be broken down any further. So the prime factorization of 75 is 3 times 5 times 5. What is the prime factorization of 45? If you want to visualize prime factorization, you can also use something called a factor tree. Write down the 45 and draw 2 branches. At the end of the branches, write the 2 numbers to which you break down the 45. 45 can be broken down to 5 and 9. Now we do the same again. The 5 can't be broken down any further, so we keep it, but we can break down the 9 into 3 and 3. So again, we draw 2 branches, and at the end of the branches, we write the 2 3s. Now we have prime numbers at the end of all the branches, which is what we wanted. So we continued to factor 45 until all the factors got to prime numbers. The product of these prime numbers is a prime factorization of 45. What I want to add at the end is that we started to factor the 45 into 5 times 9 and 75 into 3 times 25. But what if we factor the 45 into 3 times 15 instead of 5 times 9 and 75 into 5 times 15 instead of 3 times 25. What will be the prime factorization of 45 and 75 then? Feel free to pause the video and try it yourself. We can factor the 15 to 3 times 5 and we get the same as in the factor tree before. And 15 we can factor to 3 times 5 which then gives us the same solution as before. So it doesn't matter how you start to factor your numbers, as long as you do the prime factorization properly. The prime factorization at the end will be the same. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. This video is what I did for you. If you want to do something for me, hit the bell button, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and happy learning everyone.